Now, I travel all over the United States, continental United States, and I eat food, and food is something that follows me around. And Stacy and I found ourselves in a conundrum. The
Because
battle
there has been a few things that you have evaded, or that have evaded you.
Chipotle,
QDOBA.
but not Willy's Mexican.
Right, you brought that one to me.
Right, straight in Atlanta. We found it. We were traveling around the time Mike Tyson was fighting that kid, that Paul kid,
Mm-hmm.
and you tried it and kind of went some way, but now
Well, because you brought it to me as leftovers. Like, not leftovers. You brought it to me as a to-go order.
okay, that's
Is
different.
what you did. Yeah. And you brought it to me in the burrito thingy. Like, what is it? The Baja, is it a Baja burrito?
Yeah, Baja Burrito.
And that wasn't for me.
Right. So, I guess
I denied it for a little bit.
you denied it.
What's going on, everybody? This your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows on the Review, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
Whoa. So, burrito bowls, Baja burritos. Basically, I need some chicken. We're not going to eat steak when I'm going to eat one of these things. I need queso.
Mm-hmm.
I need pico de gallo. I need cilantro.
Okay.
But I need that cilantro on my side by pico de gallo. I've had all of these in 1 week.
Right.
Willy's, Chipotle, and that other one,
QDOBA.
QDOBA.
However you say it. Don't sue us if it's wrong.
Now, as a person that is a food connoisseur,
Mm-hmm.
and I consider myself that, and I use my British accent when I did that, if I'm eating a burrito bowl, it needs to consist of chicken, rice, great cheese, some jalapenos if I want them or not.
Okay.
I've had options with lettuce and different stuff like that, but
Mhm.
I'm generally a chicken rice type person when I'm starting out.
So tell me about your first experience at Willy's, because that is the first of these 3 places that you tried. I mean, we did get some samples of the QDOBA
At the
last year.
At the wedding thing, yeah.
Yeah, at the Parkersburg wedding Expo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to them.
But you didn't actually have a full meal. So explain to everybody what your first meal at Willy's was and why you wanted to go back and you wanted me to try it so much.
All right, so this crazy thing happened. Working at the employer
Mm-hmm.
that's based around Atlanta,
Yep.
but from Florida, and I had to find something to eat quick
Right.
because the person that was working with me was a tyrant, and they're like, "Take your 30-minute, hour-long lunch break." So it was right across from my job, but my hotel was back behind the building, so I was like, I ain't gonna go back to my room or nothing like that.
Right. It was like 30 minutes away from the hotel, so you didn't have time for that.
Right. Well, in my first instance, I was here myself when I ate Willy's. I think I don't know.
No, you were traveling. It was me, you, and you know who.
Yeah.
And the 2 of you went because we were staying over
And
at
Buckhead,
the nice hotel.
Bankhead somewhere.
Yeah, up there.
Yeah, in a nice area.
Yeah, because you were good 30 minutes, but in Atlanta traffic, that's
An hour.
45 to an hour. Yeah.
Right.
So the 2 of you went because that was the first time you had ever told me about it.
All right, so we went and ate there, and it was close by because we
Mhm.
couldn't get to the normal establishments, and it was all about parking. And in this area, it had a shopping center, and there was a local Kroger's near there, so I knew they had a parking lot.
Yeah.
And I'd seen it, so I went in there, and the guy just gave me all these options.
Mhm.
And he told me that he wouldn't charge me for queso. He just put extra queso on everything. And I mean, they put beans and stuff on there, and he took the queso and just slopped it on everything.
Right. Well, your meal, and we're not saying that they never charge extra for queso, but the meal that he got comes with queso and guacamole. So if you don't order it that way, then there is going to be an upcharge, possibly be an upcharge of those 2 items.
Right.
Depending on what you get. Locations may vary.
And either way, the person was very influent in like being. They were like spiritual about it,
Mhm.
not like somebody that's got soul about them. And they didn't upsell me. They were like, "Hey, you want it like this?" He let me sample everything.
Okay.
Like he put it in little cups.
Yeah.
He said the Adobe chicken tastes like this. He's like the other chicken, people like it. I don't fuck with it because it's dry. And when he told me that, that was the first time I heard honesty.
The plain chicken?
Yeah,
that
plain
what you're
chicken is
saying?
dry.
Okay.
And the plain chicken, you have to trick it up when you're eating different things, I believe.
Right.
But understand this: I've only eaten the Baja Burrito bowl
Right.
from there. I don't eat their. I haven't had their burrito bowl. I might need to try it one day next week. But
Well, I'll tell you this on their burrito bowl. The original chicken. The first time I had it, it was amazing. But the last 2 times I've had it, they've had the really thick, chunky pieces that have had a lot of gristle in it.
okay,
So I have been a little disappointed in their chicken quality. But the taste of their meal and everything together that I get made up for that.
okay, because once you make your combination,
Yeah.
now we'll go into price range of everything
Right.
next. So or after this, or should I
Mhm.
do it now?
I think that we should compare prices at the end.
Okay, so then we'll go on to the next one.
Well,
Huh?
no, because is that all you ever try there? Is the Baja Bowl?
Yeah, that's what I eat.
Okay, so the first time I went, I got their salad
Oh yeah.
because I didn't understand. I didn't know what I was ordering, and then it was kind of busy, and JR was rushing me, and he didn't give me a chance to look at a menu before he stepped up to the counter, and all that good stuff. So I ended up just getting a salad, which a bowl of lettuce. They put the chicken on it, and you can get whatever you want. I'm the type that I like a little bit of everything that's free. So I want the chicken, the cheese. I add queso. I add the guacamole, pico, the little extra cheese on the side. What else did I put in it? Cilantro,
Yeah.
obviously. The corn. I love the Willy's corn.
Okay.
And I love the fact that Willy's has the green salsa, like the green tomato salsa.
You like the verde salsa?
Yeah. And that is my go-to on that. And I did try the chicken bowl. The thing with a salad, you don't get rice. The burrito bowl, you get rice and less lettuce. So I enjoyed that one better once I figured out how to order it.
Okay. Now, one thing I will say out of all 3 places, and this is something I did notice that Willie's gets the upper hand on, they have more raw vegetables than the other ones. They have a bigger
Yeah.
palette of vegetables
They
than the
do.
other ones. So that's one thing that Willie's gets over there. Now let's move on to another one.
Okay, let's do QDOBA next because it's kind of,
Still fresh, yeah.
well, yeah.
QDOBA's wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem was after having all 3 actually in 1 week together,
Yeah.
QDOBA stays in the middle. It's the middle choice for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a middle choice because they do everything but your portions for pricing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as good as Chipotle, so I don't think they should be charging as much as they do.
Well, see, you're going to make me get into pricing before I want to. So with Chipotle, you have to basically pay extra for a lot of things. The first time I took you to Chipotle, we spent almost $50 because we both got extra additives.
Right.
With QDOBA, they're running a special. When I took you to it, you didn't pay for the cheese or the guacamole.
Okay.
So that is why it was a little bit cheaper than QDOBA or than Chipotle.
Okay. But every category that I have for QDOBA, and not in a rude way, it just sits in the middle.
Okay.
Like if I can't have one or the other, then I'll go. Or actually, it's my last place for me. But
Right. I know it's last place for you.
Right. So QDOBA, if I don't have the other 2, I will go to QDOBA and just suck it up.
Right. So for me, it's Chipotle, QDOBA, then Willy's.
Okay.
But so yours is the opposite. Willy's, Chipotle, QDOBA, or no?
No, it's
Okay.
wrong. It's you
Chipotle, Willy's, QDOBA.
right.
Okay.
Because we'll go into my Willie's
Right.
portion in a
Right.
minute when I do the comparison. So
Right.
QDOBA, soda wise, everything else, the aesthetic of QDOBA, I just don't like it.
Well, I'll have to take you again because you've only went once.
thought we've been twice.
No, you went. I think you went one time. Because I don't even think you remember the first time you went. Because because we went like 2 or 3 years ago.
Right.
Or no, it wasn't even that because we just got married.
Right. So
it was sometime after the food tasting, but before the wedding, and we might have tried it. I can't even remember.
Right.
But I remember I ordered it wrong. I got the fajita veggies on it and the salsa, and I didn't care for it.
Right. And no matter where you go, fajita veggies, just stay away from the shit. It's like, I ain't even trying to be funny.
Well, if you're not sure on them, don't get them because I think they sorry, that was the chair. I think they cost extra. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Check the app.
So, tell me about your Chipotle experience.
Okay, so...
Or no, QDOBA first.
QDOBA, yes. QDOBA, I loved how it tasted at the expo in Parkersburg.
Yeah.
So I was really excited. And then, like I said, I ordered it incorrectly the second time. So after we tried Chipotle in Pennsylvania, I was like, let's give QDOBA another shot. So with my QDOBA order, white rice, chicken, and again, queso, guacamole, pico, lettuce. I don't like the corn salsa at QDOBA.
Okay.
And is it QDOBA? No, I think QDOBA has a salsa that I like. It's okay. But again, I wish I could like do a little mixture of each of them. I need Willy's salsa.
The verde salsa?
At the other 2 places.
Okay.
Or I need the other 2 places to step it up and get me some green salsa that's not super hot.
Okay, yeah.
So and then sour cream, a little extra cheese, and we're good. Yeah, I'm basic.
Okay.
I don't add a whole lot of extra stuff to that. And you're even more basic.
When I'm at these other restaurants, when I'm at Willy's, I'm extravagant.
Right.
But I'll get into that in a moment.
Right. Your QDOBA orders, brown rice, the whatever meat you feel like eating, queso, and...
Not even pico de gallo. Because it was just like, no offense, the one that we went to, we were in the Vienna, West Virginia.
Yep.
And there were teenagers working there, and they weren't enthusiastic about their...
See, I enjoyed it when we went to that one that time.
Did we go to the one in Marietta?
No.
Oh.
No. We've only been one time that we remember.
Right. Next time we're up north, we need to go to Marietta.
Yeah.
I'll give that one a chance.
Because like I said, it wasn't bad, and it was a lot better experience than the time before.
Right.
But it was not as good as Chipotle.
Right. And to me, it wasn't. The reason it's in third place is because the other 2 can trump it in so many areas. Like, it's something that I, like, if I seen all 3 of them, I'm going to go to Chipotle's first, and I'm going to jump into them now. Yes. Chipotle's has the best tasting chicken.
Right. And you like the honey Chipotle chicken.
Right. But I tried yours. Either chicken they have is moist.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yes.
Chipotle is the target of this group. They're not Walmart or what used to be Kmart. They are expensive.
Know you're going to pay more for your Chipotle order.
It's just like when you go to Target and want those...
Or your steakhouse. The more you pay for your steak, the better it tastes at certain locations.
Right. And Chipotle's hasn't messed up at all since I've had it. We even ordered it one time on a dive. But we won't talk about that.
No, let's jump into it. We ordered DoorDash.
Yeah, crumble cookie and freaking...
Yep, because Chipotle and crumble cookie were...
Cookie fell on the floor.
Squirrel moment. Anyway, so we ordered Chipotle and crumble cookie, and they delivered it, and it was amazing because we needed a pick-me-up. And we were too lazy to drive out in that traffic.
Okay.
So... I mean, I guess their Chipotle order is basically the same as my QDOBA order, just with their stuff. But I will say, I do like getting the original chicken. And then when I add the extra chicken, I like to put your honey Chipotle chicken on it.
Okay.
Because you get a nice mixture of both the chickens.
And the aesthetic of the one that we were in Pennsylvania, we were really at a high elevation. We were in the mountains high. Yeah. Shout out to them crazy ass Pocono Mountain ass things. Now, here was my thing with Chipotle's. We went in there and ate. The aesthetic of the store was kind of for a younger group because we had some hoochies and different people coming through there.
It was a college town, so.
Yeah, it was a college town, so they were wilding out. Or teenagers, because we don't even know, because Everybody was in
Right.
there. And one thing I will say about Chipotle, and I didn't see it at QDOBA because we were in West Virginia, and I've seen it. I didn't see it at Willy's, but Chipotle, them door dashers be in and out of that joint quick.
Yep. And I will say, unless it's a service animal, please don't bring your pets into a food establishment. Quit being rude. People have allergies, and you're getting that fucking hair everywhere. If it's a service animal, that's a completely different situation.
Okay.
Because remember the girl that brought that teeny tiny dog up in there?
Yeah, we didn't want to.
You know it was not a service animal. It was not even an emotional support animal.
It was just her random ass.
It was her pet.
Yeah, it was her pet. She was just like, I ain't leaving that bitch nowhere.
Right.
And it wasn't even that. It was kind of cold though.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No, that dog would have been fine at home for 10 minutes for her to come get her food.
Okay, but I will say that for the hipsters, and even I've seen it like when we would be at Walmart in Vienna, the younger crowd loves Chipotle.
Yeah,
I've just seen it, and we've been many times that I paid attention over the years. We've almost like gotten into fights and beating up people that leave out of Chipotle's parking lot. I don't know if you can recall a lot of that.
I don't.
Now, QDOBA, where it's located at, like they're right near each other. That's what's kind of crazy in
Well,
Parkersburg.
I mean, the dude that came over the road, if you're in 2 lanes, or well, actually, technically it's 4, 2 on each side. You're coming around the corner, stay in your freaking lane.
Right.
So that was our experience when we went to QDOBA. That kid just about hit me.
Right. I remember that. Now, this is one thing with Chipotle. I just don't like the price. It's really expensive. To eat Chipotle, I could go to a steakhouse twice. Well, almost.
Yeah. Well, the next time, I think I want to get like everything separated so that way I can make 2 meals out of it. Because remember those wraps they gave us when I ordered those big old wraps? I didn't realize they were so huge. And we could make 2 or 3 different meals out of a bowl if we want to put them in wraps. Because you're getting more filling with that part of it.
Right. So I'll say this, and this is my breakdown, and then I'll pass along if you don't care. Chipotle's way too expensive. So in the price category, Willy's knocks both of them out.
It does.
And Willy's has more variety than both. So the variety and the price make Willy's economically friendly.
Yes.
It can fit into my bootstrap date because I can take you there, take you to a movie, and still be able to buy a video game at the end of the night.
I enjoy the atmosphere and the employees of Willy.
Yes.
10 times more than the rest of them.
Right. And it could be that we were in Atlanta.
It could be.
Or Georgia, period.
Right, Georgia in general.
Yeah. So then let's go on to the actual taste of the food. Chipotle's number 1, and then that's where it tapers.
Okay.
It depends on the person. Me personally, I like Willy's taste over QDOBA's.
Right, but you get a different chicken than I do, so that could be it.
Right.
I didn't care for that chicken. And if Willy's chicken, if it was like the first time I got it, it would be number 2. It would be Chipotle, Willy's, QDOBA. But the last 2 times we went, I got too much gristle in it, and it was just a little tough. And that could just be because it was an off day or something, and we go the time of day that we went, because you know we went pretty early, so I'm not saying that it was leftovers, but
it might not be the fresh chicken yet.
Right, it might not be the freshest,
and it's right before primetime lunch,
right?
So
it could have just been the stock up and getting prepared, and it's just like, oh hey,
okay, I can go with that. So then the next thing, when it comes to like variety, like the drink to ratio and stuff like that, and how it tastes, Chipotle wins that. Willy's is next. QDOBA doesn't, because QDOBA's drink, when I drank it with my food, I ate and drank both of them. It didn't give me that I'm not at the Mexican restaurant, and I want that kind of feeling without going to the Mexican restaurant, because now I go to these Americanized places, with Chipotle being founded in 1993 and QDOBA being founded in 1995, if I remember correctly. I got to remember I'm almost 40, so I think it was 93, 95. I know that Chipotle's the first. Like, I like the taste. I'm getting a better taste out of these restaurants than I do my local Mexican restaurants when it's actually coming to the taste of chicken.
Okay.
And
well, I think a lot of that has to do with how they flavor them. I mean, they're flavoring them to our taste. Like, so they're not authentic at all. But the thing with the Mexican restaurants where we get our chicken quesadillas, the issue I'm having with them is they're just getting a little skimpier. And I mean, I know with inflation and stuff like that, they're probably trying to prevent raising the prices. So they're giving you a little smaller portions. But, I'd rather pay a little bit more money to get my normal size back because I like to have leftovers.
Right.
I like to eat half of my quesadilla. I like to take it home and either I eat it or I send it over to my dad's.
So one thing that I'll say that I was fairly impressed with Chipotle's and Willy's, where I do get that burrito, and that's one thing that messes me up at QDOBA's. I need to go to QDOBA's and eat like I normally eat. Both of them press that chicken in my burrito and melt that cheese properly.
You've never eaten Chipotle's burrito?
I thought I got the...
No.
Or did I just taste the wrap?
You just tasted the wrap.
Oh, my bad. So, yeah, I eat a totally different meal. I'd be eating chicken bowl. So, maybe my review is probably not the best one to go by then.
No, I mean, I think you have very valid opinions, and I get what you're saying. It's just, I do think you need to try a bowl at Willy's, and then I also think you need to try it in a wrap at one of the other two places.
Right, in my burrito style, and go from there.
Now, see, I don't think I think you should do it at QDOBA, because if you do it at Chipotle, it might ruin your Chipotle experience.
Right, because it might cost me $70 for it to be wrapped up.
No, it doesn't. I think it's very similar in the prices. It just depends on what you get in it. So I think it's the same process. It's just you're choosing whether you want a bowl or a wrap.
True. But I will say, as a daily driver, Willy's gets my number because I can afford it. I eat that bitch I can eat it 5 days in a row.
Right. You took me 2 in a row, and I'm just like, I can't do it again.
Right. I mean, I'm going one more time next week.
Right.
Because I ain't going to see it for a long time. And that's the thing. It's a regional, it's a state thing. It's not even a regional thing. It's only in Georgia. So
as far as we know, if there are any other locations, please let us know, because any of you listeners know that we are both now traveling with work. And we always like to try new food. So if there's anything else similar to these locations, let us know. I did see Moe's. So I think I want to try that at one point, because I think they do like burrito bowls and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm trying to find it on the map now. Let's see where it's at. It looks like it's only Atlanta.
Okay, that's fine.
Wow, it's none anywhere else. Like it goes to Athens, Georgia, to the University of Georgia, and then it don't go anywhere else. It goes to Peachtree is the farthest it goes out in this direction.
Okay. So there's all kinds of amazing things that we find in Georgia. First Willy's, and now these Cape Cod kettle cooked potato chips.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to throw those in there.
And it's crazy. It's all around the suburban area of Atlanta. Whew, that's crazy. But anyway, so overall, I will say in the Battle of Burritos, Chipotle's wins because of taste. Price, go to Willy's. QDOBA doesn't win any.
QDOBA is more of like a convenience. Like if I'm craving some type of variation of Mexican / burrito type things, and there's only a QDOBA, I'm going to go because, that's what I want, and it's good enough. But if I have to pick between the three, I'm going to pick Chipotle. If I'm like you said, if I'm tight on cash, I'm going to Willy's.
Right. And QDOBA, just because it's everywhere, that
like I said, convenience.
Yeah, just for convenience. So I think that's a good review on that. I don't have too much else to say.
Okay, so don't forget to head on over to Facebook, give us a follow over there, and let us know on Spotify what you think of these 3 restaurants, if you've tried them all. If you want to travel to Georgia and try Willy's, let us know when you do that.
All right. So
I'm Stacy.
And I'm JR.